Everyone, happy to be with you. I've decided to take a moment to make this short video because I just had an insight that I keep having for some years now, an insight about pets and animals and how we relate to them. Even as I was a kid and furthermore in my adulthood, I had this perception while I was looking at animals that mm, some of them looked very strange, these dogs with elongated faces, and the cats when you look in their eyes, and sometimes when you look at fish and rabbits, you can see that they have something interesting, something strange. And it's like I've always imagined that they might be not beings from here that are meant to entertain us or feed us, but maybe they could be from another planet or from another uh, planetary systems, just like us coming here to explore planet Earth. Have it ever occurred to you that maybe one of these beings is communicating with you telepathically? I know I have with many of my pet friends, and also other animals that sometimes are injured or in distress have been able to transmit to me, not always, but often, to transmit to me causes of their discomfort or what they wanted, to have. And there are many people who commune with animals telepathically and are having great insights on how they live and what their inner world is. So what if we looked at animals from this perspective instead of thinking of them as products for our consumption or for our entertainment as pets or as circus characters and so on? If we looked at them as beings that are equal to us or even more evolved than us? Sometimes if you look at dolphins, you can have some strong, powerful insights about what they really are and how intelligent they are and how they can influence weather and how they can transmit sound to each other to locate each other and so on. So such advanced features that we don't master so far. Not all of us master these features that, for example, dolphins have. So what if we looked at them from this perspective? What if we see them as advanced beings, as advanced species who have come here to not only explore the planet, but also help us understand much more on how our civilization could evolve? I have very powerful insights of compassion um, that animals have shared. If you look at how animals raise their calves, for example, and their powers of sacrificing themselves for the calves in some species, that is unparalleled in human species. So there's so much wisdom, so much compassion there, so much dedication to some species, the way they leave themselves aside for their cause and so on. Um, it's amazing. If you look at the animal kingdom, it's amazing to notice how um, advanced they are in terms of consciousness compared to us at our stage now. Some of the species are um, outdating us in terms of evolution and civilizations. If you look at ants, for example, and the way they collaborate, the human species has never collaborated in that way, in this way so far, as far as we remember, and so on. So changing the perspective on how we look at the animals on this planet is maybe the key for our evolution. Starting to learn from them, starting to collaborate with them instead of killing them or using them would be maybe the wise step to make for our evolution. Vegetarianism has been longly recommended by all cultures who have reached an advanced stage of consciousness. And I don't only mean in this frame of time, the past 2,000 years that we know of, or 5,000 years. I also mean advanced civilizations who, some of them are proven to have not used meat as nourishment. And that's because they had the awareness of what the other species on the planet are and how we can collaborate with them instead of using them. Also, the way we treat animals is reflecting back on us directly through the law of cause and effect and through the law of resonance. And by generating suffering to other beings at such a large number and such a large degree, you know, every day millions of them being killed for us, cannot generate a good resonance back to us ever. So seizing that would be the key for us to be happier on this planet. First of all, if you look at, there's a photo circulating on the internet with a big circle with all the species on the planet, the species we know of, you know, if you look at that, there's so many animals in the circle. And of us, there's just one representative. So that says a lot about the damage we make on the planet by using other species instead of collaborating with them. It's a resonance that we generate that is very aggressive and very destructive for our evolution, and that needs to cease as soon as possible, as soon as more and more of us become conscious. That's why veganism, vegetarianism have been lately very popular and very largely embraced by our population. It is because we are evolving, not only because it's a culinary trend, not only because it's better for health, which it is, not only because it allows us to better perceive the signals of our intuition and of our soul, and to be clearer in our perceptions and in our actions, but also because it's a better way of collaborating with other species. And it's important that we have this view from now on, and that we see things as they are on this planet without us having the exacerbated view of us being the leaders of this planet, which is such a delusion in itself. So it's time for us to have a different view for this and really look at your pet or at the animals around you. Really look from your soul and see, really see where they come from and what they have to transmit to you. And this might be a huge key for many answers in your life as well. More on this, on how to connect with other beings, not only beings from Earth, and not only between each other, you know, as humans and with the animals around you. More on this we'll learn during the trip of the sun, which is a journey to the energy portals of Romania, happening right after the Pranic Festival in Romania. So the trip of the sun is August 19 to August 22nd. And it's going to take us on a journey to temples of pre-Christian sun worship, to places of gathering of the ancient civilizations. We will visit the Romanian Sphinx, which is connected to the Egyptian Sphinx and to other important planetary places. And in each of these stops, We will learn to connect to nature, to our visible friends, the people around us, and also the other souls around us, um, the pets, the animals in general, the insects, everything that lives and moves on this planet, to the planetary elements as well, and also to our invisible or light being friends that are always joining these gatherings, that are the guardians of these places, and that are maybe from other civilizations that are joining this planet for helping its evolution. We will learn to connect with all that and stay connected and be in this perception of connectivity um, for the times to come. So we invite you to join us. There's a link above or below the video, depending on where you're watching. There's a link to this trip and how to connect with us and join it whenever you feel ready. We are booking up the last places, so we invite you to be firm in your decision and let us know if you can come with us. Welcome, everyone, and anytime you can, get back in your heart and look at this planet and its places and its inhabitants as your brothers and sisters and as the people or souls that are helping you in the journey always. Greetings to everyone and see you soon.